Hey, I'm Johnny, and you're listening to the Reflections Podcast. Hello there! Merhaba, hola, buongiorno, namaste, shalom. How you doing? My name is Johnny, and welcome to the Reflections Podcast. So, I would just like to start off this first episode now by taking you back into your childhood a little bit and giving you an analogy from The Lion King. I hope you've all seen The Lion King. If you haven't, go watch The Lion King. But this scene is when Simba is with Rafiki and he's looking up at the stars, and the weather's clearly changing as Simba knows that there is an inevitable change incoming. Now, he's just Hakuna Matata'd his way around with Timon and Pumbaa, with not a worry in the world, but now responsibility is upon him, and he needs to be a leader. He needs to return to Pride Rock, but he's scared of facing his past. And as he tells Rafiki that, the word past is like a trigger mechanism for him. And Rafiki hits him on the head with a stick. And Simba goes, what was that for? Rafiki replies and he says, it doesn't matter. It's in the past. Yeah, but it still hurts. Rafiki says, yes, the past can hurt. But the way that I see it, you can either run from it or tries to hit him again with the stick, and Simba ducks. You can learn from it. Now, I've just used this analogy here to pinpoint the fact that these moments of change are what make or break us in life. And they're where we really learn stuff. So, what this podcast is all about is pinpointing those moments of change and hearing other people's stories, and specifically the big moments in life that have morphed them. And I believe that there's something to learn from in every single person and their individual experiences. And whether that's a millionaire investor or an actor or an extreme athlete, you can break everyone down into their moments of pivotal change. And what I'll be sharing, and what these guests, who I'm very grateful for, will be sharing, is these moments in life where they've changed their perspective, and we'll dial down into how that has happened. So this is an invitation to learn and reflect along with me. I'm not necessarily someone who has had years of success. So to give you a brief background to me, I was born in Ireland, but grew up in South Africa with my family of two younger sisters, and an Irish dad and a Hungarian mom. And I moved back to Ireland on my own to study in UCD in Dublin. And I think the biggie for me is realizing how much I've learned since graduating university as well. Now, I learned a lot in university, but I finished university in May of 2022, worked for a little bit, and saved up to start traveling. And since I've started traveling, the world has been my education institution. But more importantly, the people that I've met along the way. Now, all of these guests in these episodes are examples of people who I've met in the park, or sleeping on their couch thanks to good old couch surfing, or hitching a ride with them, hitchhiking. And these encounters with these people were such an exchange of kindness, but also an exchange of knowledge. And these people have taught me heaps. And I would just like to thank them again. And here we are sharing them to you guys. So I hope you can benefit from hearing their insights and what they have had to learn about the world and themselves. So to give you a bit of a background to Reflections and where this is all coming from, my pals Callum, Ravi, and I sat down together in final year of university pretty much every week. And we wanted to figure out a way to share all of the perspectives of the amazing people we met in our time at university. And it's such a big phase of life, and it's when you become you, and you're starting to really have your initial insights of the real world, and not the one that you're just told about through experience. And we formed a compilation of 121 students' views in a book called Reflections: The Student View, which is available on Amazon, and I'll chuck a link in the episode description below. And I would just like to thank everyone who has given us support so far, and especially all of the contributors of the book for your amazing insights. So this is just a continuation of the journey, and you can also follow us on Instagram, um, where we've been sharing the reflections of all of the inspiring, cool people who've done life differently. And there's definitely something to learn from all of these unbelievable people who've had all of these wacky stories. And I think the biggest lesson that I've learned on the travels is I'm constantly humbled by the amount I don't know. And every single place I go to, I'm learning about how big the world is and how small I am. And I'm just trying to increase my knowledge of it just that little bit more. And I think cultural intelligence is the biggie here. And there's so many different ways to do life. So this is what it's all about here in Reflections. And please send in your thoughts or feedback. Give this podcast a little review, or send us a message on Instagram. We so value your own lessons, and we so appreciate your support. And it goes a very long way. And thank you. I hope you can appreciate the fact that this is all very new to me too, and I'm just putting myself out there, and I hope you're learning along with me. And thanks so much, guys, and see you again soon.